Hey, what's up guys? No Talent Gamer with another movie review. This one here is for Heretic. I saw this Friday. I'm just not getting around to posting the video. I apologize. It's already Sunday. This one here is directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. Also written by Scott Beck and Brian Woods. Stars Hugh Grant, Sophie Thatcher, and Chloe East. Let's talk about Heretic here. This is an A24 film, which 90% of the time I love the A24 films. They're the best. They're like the weirdest stuff, but I feel like they're always, not every time, but 90% of the time, if it's an A24 film, I'm gonna enjoy it and I'm gonna like it. And this one is definitely no different, which is awesome. So cool. So this one here is essentially it dives into hot topics, like religion. And I think it does a good job of it kind of shows you like both sides, essentially both sides of arguments for, just for different religions and stuff like that. It brings up some good points. It really makes you think on a lot of the things. I'm not really that much of a religious person, but I did like the way they handled it. They didn't want to, like drag any religion through the mud or anything like that. I think they did a good job of bringing perspectives from both ends of different religions, and I think it does a good job of bringing up these facts too. So I really did like that, and none of that could be done or made possible without Hugh Grant. And Hugh Grant in this movie is phenomenal. I haven't seen too many Hugh Grant movies. I just know of a lot of the, like the romantic rom-coms that he's done. I haven't seen too many of those, but so far, in every Hugh Grant movie that I've seen, this is probably my favorite one. I think this is his best performance. He is super creepy in this movie, and it's very cool. He does a fine balance between being funny and being creepy. Like there'll be times where you think he's super nice, but you can kind of tell like he's got some ulterior motives. Which I really enjoyed. So Hugh Grant was definitely a big selling point for me in this movie. I think he did a phenomenal job. I liked everything that he did, just his character work and everything. It is an extremely small cast. Topher Grace is even in this, but he's not in it very long. Very small cast. But Chloe East and Sophie Thatcher are the two main girls that end up going to his house. They are trying to spread the word. They belong to the Church of Latter-day Saints. They're trying to spread the word, and they get a list essentially of houses they go to, and then these people basically request these ministries, I guess. They call them sisters in the movie, but sisters come to the house, the person's house, and essentially try to spread the word, try to get them to, join the Church of Latter-day Saints. And they eventually, the last person on their list is Hugh Grant, and they end up going to his house. He doesn't want them, or he wants them to come inside the house, but it's also raining outside, and they don't really want to go in unless there is a woman woman present. There has to be a woman present. And he says that his wife is inside making pie. So they say, okay, so, we'll go in. So they go in, and they end up having a conversation with him, and then things just start to get a little crazy, and that's where everything comes into play. It's more of like a psychological horror. There's like a few, horror elements, like some blood and stuff like that. But it's more of a psychological horror, I'd say, and just a really like thought-provoking movie, just making you think of different things and how you see all these iterations between different churches, their similarities and things like that. And the movie does a good job of showing that, and Hugh Grant does a phenomenal job as well. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, thought-provoking movie. And I don't think to me, it didn't seem like it was trying to drag it. Like I said, it didn't try to drag any of the religions like through the mud or anything like that. It's kind of showing views from both sides of these religions that they talk about in the movie. It just makes you think. And anytime there's a movie that makes you think about this stuff and makes you see things, and you're kind of like, I never really thought about that. And then the movie does a good job of showing you that. So overall, I enjoyed the movie. The ending is kind of open to interpretation. It's up to you how you see it, what you think happens. Which some of those movies, I mean, those type of movies are okay to me. I think I'm more or less would rather have a, definitive ending, but that's just me. But I guess it's nice every now and then to have those movies where, it's kind of up to you what you think really happened. And that just kind of leave it up to you. So you can kind of decide what you think of the movie. Overall, like I said, good movie though. It's got very intense moments, very creepy moments with Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant does a phenomenal job in this movie. Like I said, it's definitely one of my favorite Hugh Grant movies by far. I just think he did a phenomenal job. And like I said, the two parishioners, the two sister things from the Church of Latter-day Saints, I think those two characters, Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East, I think they did a really, really good job with their roles as well. I think they did a good job. But Hugh Grant definitely steals the show, in my opinion. This is an A24 film, like I said. You either kind of, like those movies or they're definitely not for you. I know of some people that just despise any of these A24 films. They just don't like them, and it's not their cup of tea, and that's fine. But to me, I love the A24 films. There's a few ones that are kind of like, but overall, like I said, I enjoy about 90% of these movies. So I will give this movie let's go with, man, it's hard. I kind of want to give it a 9. It's kind of hard to nitpick some of the things that was really bad about it, because I think the pacing was done really well. The cinematography was nice. So I was going to do 8.5, but I think I'm going to take it to 9. So this is a very, very good movie. It's definitely not one you have to see in theaters. You can kind of wait for it to come streaming. It's not like you're going to get anything more from it if you see it on the big screen. But if you really just want to see this and you like these religious movies that make you question, things like that, I think you should go check it out and see it. Otherwise, just wait for it to come out in streaming. But very, very solid movie. Definitely a 9 overall. So be sure to check that out. I want to thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. Until then, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Thank you for watching.